Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to NGS Season 19, Heroic Division. Today we're casting Psistorm Probes versus Blue and the Beta Males. Just a real quick look at what's banned here. We're going to Tomb, that's picked by Psistorm Probes. Won't see Braxis, Towers of Doom, D-Shire, or Sky Temple. We're already in the draft here. So, Tomb of the Spider Queen. I feel like this is a map notorious for tanks like Stitches and Garrosh and Johanna. I expect to see them banned here or picked up. Oh, we see a Lucio banned. That's pretty interesting. Wondering if they have a Lucio enthusiast. And then there's a Garrosh band there. Lane rotations are really short, which is advantageous to Garrosh. It's very easy to start throwing people from a bush. And a Blaze. Seems like they're targeted bans here. Blue and the Beta Males doing some homework. See if this is a targeted ban. I feel like Garrosh is a targeted ban. That's one of the tanks they play a lot. Kuromi, okay. I wonder if that means they want Mephisto. Kuromi ban. I like the Johanna first pick. She's really great here for pulling the wave together so their team can clear it, and then she's safe to pick up the gems. Iron Skin is really good into Garrosh. Oh, which is banned. Kel'Thas and Anduin. Is this the all blonde lobby? Valeera has blonde hair. Let's see, Jaina. There's a blonde Sylvanas, right? So the 2-3 is going to Whitemane. We'll call that Platinum Blonde and Imperious, which is also an interesting pick. They look like they want to brawl. And Li Ming is banned. Pretty diverse bans here. Sometimes you see like either tank chokes or healer chokes. We've got everything under the sun here. We're nearing the end of the season, so if you wanted to see the standings, you could use that command. A new Brack ban. Yeah, they haven't picked their tank yet, so. Micro Interrupt would be really good against that Imperious. I know Kel'Thas has a stun. Any sort of boop. Prevent him from getting all that final damage. On the spear. Stitches, okay. And Haka. Thanks for following, the Giblets. Focus on your game. Okay. I like the Dahaka. It's very good wave clear. Imperious can't really match that wave clear or rotations speed. Or clear camps, as well as Dahaka can. Kel'Thuzad and Kira. This is pretty spicy. We were promised spice, and it's been seasoned. They don't have a ton of CC on the side of Psistorm Probes. They do have Andy, though. Andy's gonna be pretty clutch here as long as he's not in a combo. And Vala. I feel like Vala is actually a pretty difficult target for Kira and Kel'Thuzad to hit, as well as Imperius, so I'll be interested in seeing how that plays out. Super interesting draft thus far. Excited to see how it goes. This is a best of 3, so it could be 2 or 3 games. Love the portrait synergy. Is that like a pylon? Alright. For Psistorm Probes, we've got Nimsy on that Anduin, the Lyra on that Kael'thas, the Red Rook on the Stitches, Storm Sword on the Vala, and Wolfinator on Dehaka. For the side of blue and the beta males, we've got Linehouse on that Kira, Eternal Blue on the Johanna, Kalel on the White Mane, Kenny on the Imperius, and McGiblets on the Kel'Thuzad. Take a look at these talents. We got this Blood Rage Kira. W build Vala is important to note here. Stitches for the win. Resident Stitches Enjoyer. There's a chain. Doesn't connect. Spear connects on too, though. Kael'thas is quite chunked. The follow-up is really good there, but Kira's getting tongued into the tower. She does not live. That's a very quick 1-for-1. Dodging the chain with the burrow. Stitches went globes here. We'll see how many he gets. Why don't I start a little prediction for you guys? Alright. That should be up. We do see this double blind still. There's a spear onto the Stitches. Lands the chain, but not the root. Linehouse is pretty deep here. Oh! That would have been a level 13 hook. Like, that was so well positioned, well aimed. So that's a root and a stun onto the Kael'thas. The pull goes onto the Stitches. Thank you for betting your lines. It makes me very happy. 7 stacks on that KTZ is pretty good. Quite early. It's only been a minute or so. But half a level lead for blue and the beta males here. Oh, that was another close hook. I know Kael'thas wants these globes, and so does Stitches. This is a 1v4 up here. Spear into the Vala. Kenny's getting very, very chunked. The chain misses. The root connects onto the Stitches. Kira wants to keep it going. The spear misses. There's a root onto the Kira. A hook onto the KTZ. But the reverse! Vala's kind of but they do kill that KTZ. And they're looking for more here. They're not quite gonna get it. I forget that Johanna is down here. Okay, Kira's turning in 18 gems. That's quite a bit. And this Bruiser camp is getting started by Kael'thas and Anduin. Going to be finishing it very soon. Red team is not doing their camps right now, but they have plenty of gems, enough to turn in and secure objective. We do see I want to say Kael'thas because he's in this game, but Kel'Thuzad going that phylactery, a hook onto the Kira, but a spear and a combo. The root lands onto the Vala. Kira is in there. Is she going to be able to finish? And Andy said no. With the leap of faith coming out. There's the spike. The Haka has kind of CC'd himself, but he does have the burrow. Okay. Popsy Essence there. Kira's getting a little chunk. Is she gonna survive? I think so. White Main's spamming. White Main's used up her mana. However, red team did get that turn in. Oh, the Haka had burrow once again. Kira tried to get the E onto the Dahaka as he was coming up, but was just a tad too early. Level 7's online for both teams here. But its objective is on Team Red. 21 stacks on that Kel'Thuzad. Doing decent. They're holding a lot of gems on blue team too. Especially that Stitches. Huge chunk onto the Kel'Thuz, but Imperius getting hooked under the tower. Getting very low. All of his stacking here has 20 W stacks. Offlane Joe is winning. Poor Dahaka. Yeah, Dahaka popping the essence there, probably going to survive. Gets the tongue onto the Johanna, but there are minions, so the tower is not hitting her. Looks like she is going to walk away. Maybe. Oh, another tongue? Oh, has iron skin! Okay, burrow to remove that. Oh, the minion! That was really close. Okay, Imperius getting CC'd. Gets the cleanse from White Mane before she gets stunned herself. Another chain, but it misses. And that Imperius is dead. It was almost worth it in that bottom gank for them, but Kira's going in! Does she have the heal? Healed up a little, gets the White Mane heal. Vala is caught here by Johanna. Okay, the Blood Rage finishes her off. Oh, that's a dead Kel'Thuzad. Unless? It's so chaotic. Blue team has enough to turn in, but they're struggling just to appear on the map. Okay, that's a dead Kira. Getting tongued, getting hooked under the tower. DC chain is real? Yeah. Absolutely. With the right layering, it's so disgusting. Who made blue play Johanna off lane here? Here forever. Okay, Kel'Thuzad is turning in 15 gems down there. And it looks like Red's game is just to prevent them from turning in, but they are getting hook gorged. And this is a Holy Word Anduin, by the way. Level 10s are online for everybody. Imperius is not alive. There's a Pyro going on to the White Mane. She's alive, but barely. Cleanses the Kel'Thuzad. And that's going to be a 2 for 0 at the moment. Okay, and because of that pressure, blue team is able to turn in. So, as far as the ults go, that's Pyroblast, Holy Word, Gorge, Rain of Vengeance, and I believe that's Isolation. Yep, and then Frost Blast, Angelic, oh no, Wrath on Yuri. Oh, the Frost Blast is coming out on the Stitches. He's taking a bunch of tower shots, but the Wrath actually goes onto the KT. He gets friendly hooked back into the Holy Word. That's actually so clutch. The chain combo misses, but they do still get the Andy. That will be mitigating some of the push from the objective here. We got quite a bit of the wall here in mid. Blue team is looking bot to where the objective is the strongest at the moment. They want more structure damage. Hook onto the Joe. Would have connected, I believe, without the Iron Skin. Okay, the Kira lands the E onto the Vala. Oh! The Unrelenting Strikes gets cancelled. But both Vala and Stitches are dead now. Red team has enough to turn in. Will they be doing so? Alright, and to finish off talking about those ults, that was Unrelenting you saw. Blessed, Divine Reckoning, which is the mono one. Okay, Berserk Camp getting picked up for Psistorm Probes. They've been pretty good about the camps, but they do have an AoE hero. This fort might just go down to the minions. So Stitches is top, and red team is trying to force down here. The ult's getting interrupted by the time that Clans was like very, very late. But that prevented any future CC while under the tower. I know how hard it is to be like chasing after someone to be in their range. Oh my goodness, that hook just was threading the needle. So they're pushing mid here. Top is getting defended by that Dahaka. Looks like it's not going to get too much value there. Oh wow, that hook was quite close. The spear misses, but the Blessed connects. The Frost Blast is huge, actually, into the Unrelenting Strikes with the Consecrate, or Divine Reckoning. And CC onto Dahaka, misses the Wrath. Imperius looks a little dead there. KTZ, this is pyro value. Big Oop there, dropped so many gems, yeah. So this objective was significant. They got 2 forts. Top one was almost free to minions. And now they're just gonna wait to get this camp. They are down 2 members. Blue team has some lane homework to do though. Lanes are pushed in thanks to that objective. Dahaka's checking boss here. It's a good check, not knowing where they are. Blue team has been very good about getting camps. To just see what's happening here, this rotation. And level 16s are on the way, but not quite there for either team. Hook onto the Imperius. No Gorge though. Chain misses from the Kel'Thuzad. Blue team almost has enough to turn in. They've got 52 gems out of the 55 needed. However, red team... Oh my god, the combo's massive, but the Unrelenting Strike does get cancelled. The Frost Blast. The Wrath taking Vala out of the Holy Word is really funny. Ooh. These hooks have been kind of nasty, but just shy. Turn onto the catapult minion there. Level 16s are online for both teams. You see that spell armor on the Kira, healing on the E for Johanna. Teleport on that Imperius. We've got second pull for Andy. Manticore. Pulverize. Blue team trying to finish up their turn in when the brave white mage is threatening them. Johanna is now very deep in there, and Dahaka's in the middle here. Has to use the burrow, but actually returns, gets up too early and gets caught with the Imperius Spear. A hook onto the Kira, who was ISO'd. This Anduin is somehow still alive. Wait, no way she gets that off. Is she alive? No, she gets hooked. Oh, she's alive. That white man ulted. Oh my goodness. Okay. Andy is the last survivor. Unless it's a full team wipe. This comp must be so fun to play. Yeah, props to this white man for keeping the Kira alive. They look like they might be trying to end here. See how far they can get. The death timers are actually not that long. 23 seconds on the highest one. About 15 seconds or so for the majority of their team. They'll probably just get this keep and leave. The talent tiers are even. I do want to take this camp. About 2 seconds, or sorry, 5 seconds till 2 members are still up. And red team's got enough to turn in here. Line hook into the bush. Not gonna connect with anything. Everybody's backed. The lanes are nice and push out for red team. Looks like they're gonna get this camp before they finish turning in. Blue team also has the opportunity to turn in. There's the blind hook into the bush! Interrupting the ult, and that is a wonderful pick, much needed by Psistorm Probes. Hopefully this will give them an easier time defending this objective. Oh, that was actually a really nice route. ISO onto the Kel'Thuzad. Vala's in there, stunning the white man. The Frost Blast going onto white man. Kira is in the gorge. Is she alive? That's crazy that she's alive. Holy Word is here. Kel'Thuzad getting timed in. Andy actually goes down to the Q from the Kel'Thuzad. Super chaotic. Kira is on this Kel'Thuzad. However, red team's objective is just clearing. So Kira's eventually going to die to that Vala, and Dahaka cannot be killed. That is so insane how long Dahaka has been living in the enemy team. Vala is the first one back here. Core is taking quite a bit of damage to 2 katas, a siege camp. They do finally kill that Dahaka, who has made eternal space. Level 20s are online now. They are sitting by the boss. And so we see that Frost Blast reset. Instantly release another Frost Blast explosion if somebody dies while under the effect of it. It's super funny. And the Wrath on Imperius reduces the cooldown by 10 seconds if you consume a brand on an enemy. It also restores 30% of your health and mana. And we've got the white man ult that pulls them in the circle, the longer blessed, and the silence on unrelenting is a very strong talent. It's almost the reason you even take this level 10. Oh no, and he's just out a little too far here. The blessed does connect. The frost blast is also there. Is he going to pop the holy word here? He gets friendly hooked. Oh, the silence is actually killer on the Dahaka, and they do kill that Kel'Thuzad. He does not have phylactery. So the boss is super dangerous here. It looks like red wants to push it in as much as they can. They get the spear onto the Kalthas. The hook onto the Kira. Stitches is running under the fort. Vala's there. Doesn't quite land the stun. Kira is out. Imperius is under the oh, dodges the Pyro with the Wrath. The boss is doing hacking work. Vala finally finishes it off. I'm not sure it's end angle here for red team. Kalthas can barely get back in. Vala is actually blessed and it just dies under the core. Resets on Wrath. They are just too healthy thanks to this white main. Welcome, Hoku. No Artanis, but welcome. This core is most likely going to die here. Level 20 did come online there, but game was pretty close to over. That's going to be game 1, going to blue in the beta males. Take a look at the stats here. See Vala coming up with that top down. Okay, there's your limes. Anduin actually doing quite a bit of healing. Dahaka with the top soak, lots of siege damage. In the end, we did see Farflight, which was doing a lot of work. This would have been really good had they gotten it earlier. Heroes hit by hook have 75% reduced healing. That would have really made Whitemane struggle. And Kira with all the self-healing, going to self-healing build. If they held on a little longer, they could have really evened it out, I think. Eternal Blue wonders if we held everyone accountable to putting $1 in the Storm Div fund every time someone messed up a lobby link, if we could refund Storm Div. We probably have at least $50. This is a lot of damage coming out from all of these heroes. I mean, like Johanna. Johanna should not be doing this much damage. When are they fixing that? Maybe it's doing a lot of damage too. Okay, it looks like the next lobby is up. We are going to Battlefield of Eternity. 2-lane map. Probably be lots of brawling here. And we're getting straight into the draft pretty soon. Your lives! Did you win some or lose some? The excitement is vague.
Battlefield of Eternity.
You had faith in the stitches, yeah. I mean, he got some pretty good hooks, but like, Kira and Dahaka were making so much crazy space in like the enemy team's backline. It was just so chaotic. And Whitemane was keeping them alive. So we do see the Garage Band again for Psistorm Probes. This is one of those maps where it's like, since it's kind of small, and the objective means something. You don't always get to level 20. Hanzo is banned, Vol is banned, 2 very good racers for the objective. Let's see what this 4th ban is. People also like to play Lei Ming here. Johanna. She's very good at defending on her own while her team races. So that's a nice ban too. Sylvanas. Okay. Excellent hybrid hero. Nice mobility. Wave clear. Black arrows. Ability to turn off structures while you have a big push. You can really snowball the game. And a 1-2 Uther and Greymane on the side of red team. See what they 2-3 on Psistorm Probes. Maybe some blinds. Some... Okay. I like that. Diablo is pretty good on this map with all the walls. Stukov silence and his slow, and then he's got biotic armor should Stukov choose to take it. That's 50 physical armor when you pop the healing on your teammates. And the Li Ming gets banned out. One thing about picking Stugov is he's very strong, very high healing, high disruption. He does not have a cleanse though. A new crackdown. Interested if this is tank Uther, double heals Uther, solo heal Uther. People aren't really playing tank Uther anymore, but you never know. I feel like Blue and the beta males, they love playing like multiple bruisers, multiple tanks. This is an opportunity for Psistorm Probes to pick something spicy. The silence is good into a lot of melee. Like a Malthael or a Maya would be spicy here. Malthael would get CC'd to heck though. Okay, Tassadar is good. And Sonya. See what we last pick here on the side of Blue and the beta males. Probius! What is this? You're on the wrong team. Alright, let me put your prediction up. Okay, I've put the prediction up of who takes game 2. 4-man Thrall's great. Yeah, I actually love playing 4-man Thrall. He's got a lot of utility, like he's got an insane amount of percent damage, like 3 talent tiers worth of percent damage that is going to do some damage to that Diablo. Should they take those talents? Okay, and we're going to introduce Psistorm Probes first again. That's going to be the Red Rook on Diablo, Wolfinator on Sonya, Storm Sword on Tassadar, Nimsy on that Stukov, and Velira on the Sylvanas. For Blue and the beta males, we've got Canny on that Probius, McGiblis on the Uther, Linehouse on the Thrall, Kalel on the Greymane, and Eternal Blue on the Hogger. This is actually Crash Lightning Thrall, choosing to opt into more damage if you're able to complete the quest instead of percent damage at level 1 for the Diablo. Ooh, they're so tanky, they're doing so much damage to Diablo. And that is low blow Stukov, by the way. Yeah, they're doing top here. There's a big wall down there, but pretty even up here. Stun onto the Diablo, gets the Probius pop. Greymane not able to finish him off, but Thrall getting comboed under the tower is going to die. That was a really nice turnaround by the Diablo, who had like no health. We'll see who's brave enough to try and take this camp or invade it. Diablo is alive. They do look at the Sylvanas while they're doing the camp. Sylvanas is going to be able to go away, but I think that means red team can contest if they get Thrall in time, but Sonya's actually on the way, and Hogger is quite late. So Uther is in there. He's alive for some weird reason. That's a 1-for-1 thus far. It's still a 3v4. Now it's a 4v4 with Hogger in the mix. He doesn't have quite a ton of rage, but oh my gosh, there's so much damage. The low blow, finishing the Thrall off. The jump over the wall. Okay, and the flank by the Hogger is gonna finish. Okay, that was actually a really sweet spin. Greymane getting finished off. Everybody's dying. But the camp did go to Psistorm Probes. They were looking for that Proteus here, maybe. Proteus was able to back successfully. Low fours are online for blue and the beta males. This quest is doing nicely for Proteus. 11 out of 16. Electric Fence is pretty big. Psistorm Probes, always on their camp. First, they're holding it for the quote-unquote optimal time so that the camp is pushing during the objective. Sylvanas is going to cap it now. Red team hasn't even started theirs, but it looks like they're going to do it. They do it pretty quickly, having Greymane. It looks like Proteus is going to clear down here, and blue team is looking for this gank up here onto the Hogger, and they're just going to start burning. Red team still finishing this off. They're giving up half time to complete this camp and clear this one down here. Or most of it anyways. Red team wants to defend. They don't want to give the objective for free. Hogger's in there. Boots Diablo into his own team's wall. And they're getting close to finishing the burn. Diablo's in a little bit of a position here. He is alive somehow. Lighthouse gonna finish that Diablo off. Everybody in red team's pretty chunked, but they do walk out of that with a kill. However, I think that there's enough range on the side of Psistorm Probes that they can finish this objective off. So the first objective goes over to Psistorm Probes. The globes, however, go to blue and beta males. It's going top lane. Level 7s are coming online for both teams. Just a second here for Psistorm Probes. We do get the cleanse from the Uther, the 15% max health drain from the Thrall. Oh, a stun? Oh, I thought it was gonna go into the immortal stun. That would have been so good. They're pretty much all melee minus Proteus, so they're burning it slowly but surely. They don't want to get stunned by this Diablo. So it's gonna get about half the fort here. A little more. They're still hitting it. That was actually a really good push for Psistorm Probes, and, you know, it was pretty safe. Looks like Sonya is chunking Hogger down here. Hogger going to tap and then back, actually, because it's just not enough. Fighting over the point here, full 4v4, but Thrall is out of mana. Greymane is super in there. Oh, that's a really good stun. Low blow, gonna finish off that Greymane. Someone says 20 health. Okay, he does die. To what? I'm not exactly sure how Proteus finishes the kill there. Just barely makes it past the wall. Thrall getting out of there by a hair. So it's gonna be a big push top. It's possible they get the fort here. They don't have black arrows, but they do have a big camp. Took off slapping it. It's for sure going down. Oh, not quite. Nice stun onto the Diablo after he flips. Okay, Hogger is coming up. Decides to go back down. So he's doing a great job here in the offlane. Hogger is baiting her. She is super... Oh, leaps right into the middle. Just nowhere to go. But making a ton of space. Trying to trade at the end there. It was valiant. So now it's 4v5 here onto the objective. Shockwave onto the Sukov is going to go down to a bunch of stuff. Sundering onto the Tassadar, getting stunned by the Uther is going to seal his fate there. Level 10s are online for both teams. We've got Mind Control, Flailing Swipe, Apocalypse, Black Hole, and Leap. And we've got D-Shield. What's this? Pylon Overcharge, Sundering, Curse Bullet, and Shockwave. Oh, there's the APOC combo onto the Greymane, but a really good cleanse, and now he's de-shielded. That's a lot of CDs used. Pylon Overcharge is going to do a lot to Diablo 2 there. Thrall's going to finish him off. Red team looking to continue working on this objective. Blue team doesn't want to give it for free despite... Oh, and Diablo's going to be back pretty soon. Leap onto the Hogger actually puts him in a tough spot. He's getting healed. Oh... Does get finished off by Sylvanas. That's a lot of damage. There's a really big wave top for blue team. The objective belongs to red team and it's going top. Looks like they're not able to push with it, but it is pretty healthy. It's got basically its full shield, full health bar. Red team seem like they're deciding whether or not they want to push bot or top. Immortal is just about to die, so Spear misses onto the Sonya. Probably gonna try and leap out here. Oh ho ho ho! Very nice. Doesn't even need to. Doesn't even have leap, I'm sorry. Leap in 1 second. Amazing. Okay, blue team's grabbing top, but I think they're giving bot forward for this. They are going to lose it to Probeus and Greymane. They do have a lot of pressure top though, so red team is going to have to back here if they don't want to lose their keep. And since they're not backing, blue team is just taking this. Wait, they've changed their mind. Interesting. They want to push with black arrows. I respect that. You want true structure damage. Hogger started taking this, but was caught by Sonya. So Sonya gets it for half off. This is a tough spot for Tassadar to be. Everybody evacuated in different directions. Abort mission. Okay, the mind control misses. The Shockwave gets the Stukov at the tail end. It's a dead Stukov. But the map doesn't look so great for blue and the beta males. They're gonna have some homework to do before the objective. And they're just gonna push down the structure with the pylons, tank it, turrets. Massive damage onto the Diablo. He does look like he is going to live though. Hogger's starting this Bruiser camp. That's going to be a lot of pressure during the objective here. And this camp is going to need to get dealt with. Okay, both teams are burning. Blue team going much faster due to the homework that red team has been doing. The level 13 talent here for both teams. Diablo's getting quite chunked, but Uther actually getting comboed. The APOC is actually not going to connect here. The mind control onto the Greymane. Gets hit by the Sonya. Sylvanas is dead. She was playing quite aggressive. Probably wanted to seal the deal on the mind control. Oh, that spin. Oh, he's coming back. Uther's in there. He's running with that move speed. Nice cleanse on the Probeus. Oh my gosh, what is going on? The dead Tassadar. There's a D-shield on the Greymane. The dead Sonya. This camp has been pushing top for a little while. It's getting a lot on the wall. And Immortal went to red team. Immortal went bot lane, so that's where most of red team is. Crash Lightning's actually almost done. There are some games where you just don't finish Crash Lightning because, you know, it takes forever. Sundering on Sylvana. She is stun locked for a million years. Low blow actually gonna finish off the Hogger. Low blow has gotten so many kills, guys. 4. What if these are all low blow kills? 4 of 8. Combo onto the Greymane. He gets cleansed, but not before getting flipped. So Immortal's pretty healthy. They're gonna have to start hitting it, or else they'll be taking core damage. Trash Lightning. Gonna get finished off there. A leap. Okay, and the W build Sonya finishes the squishy target off. You love to see that from a leap Sonya. That's how I play, that's the only way you get dopamine from playing Sonya. It's just one-shotting somebody. Okay, level 16s are coming up for Psistorm Probes. They're looking at this camp up here. Red team has gotten this camp. The structures have really changed. There's 71% 4 health for Psistorm Probes. They lost this keep. But they're even talent tiers, so anything can happen here. 2 ships passing in the night. 2 offlaners. So that was a spin by Hogger. The mind control doesn't connect. Sundering hits so many people, which is... It's good for the... de-escalating there. Big shockwave onto the Sonya. Diablo's getting quite low too. It's a good flailing swipe, but is Thrall or Stukov gonna make it out of there? Ah, yes! That's a very good wall. Core is taking some pressure here. This camp was super greedy, and they are paying for it. That's 2 dead on red team. Oh, that was a good try. Diablo's probably gonna get the wallbang here. Gonna get the flip. The dead Hogger. That's quite a big stagger. Halftime for sure is going to Psistorm Probes here. We'll see what red team chooses to do while their team respawns. You're kind of looking here. Doesn't have leap for 15 seconds, but Probeus doesn't know that, so Probeus has said bye. Okay. Second part of the Immortal phase is going on. Red team looking like they want to contest it. And they've decided there's not enough time. They do get this camp though. Okay, Uther does not get wallbang. The mind control just barely missing. High on overcharge is hurting this Diablo. Oh my gosh, the flailing swipe to push back the Greymane. Very good. Okay, this is pretty strong Immortal. Big shields, big help. Could be game-changing for blue team here. It's lost about 2/3 of its shield. A leap onto the Greymane who gets the cleanse. He gets de-shielded now. He was quite chunked and deep into the team. The good shockwave isn't going to keep Thrall alive though. Hogger is now deep in there. And so Immortal's got 70% of its health left. Oh, thanks for the raid, Dark Knight. Welcome. You're just seeing the spicy tail end of this game, I think. If Psistorm Probes decides they might be able to end here. They're looking. There's only 3 members alive. There's a beautiful APOC combo onto the only person who has the ability to cleanse, and that's Uther. So Uther is dead in 58 seconds. Mind control misses. Probeus is doing insane tower defense right now. Oh my gosh, doing so much damage. Okay, massive leap onto the Probeus. is going to get that little move speed out, but I think Greymane is dead here. No way Greymane is alive. The Sundering hits the Sylvanas and she gets finished off. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen here? Okay, huge shockwave, but Diablo is healing a ton. Flame Swipe's gonna successfully get them out. Unless... Goodbye, Hogger. We love to see a tower defense Probius. Truly help them stay in the game there. Oh no, this quest is not getting finished by Thrall. I believe. So both teams do have catapult pressure now. Blue team's got this camp, which is really nice here, just as the objective is coming up. Red team looking to do some counter pressure of the same. 20s are online for both teams. We do see that mind control reduction, which you have basically every 5 seconds. Force wall level 20 is insane, the range. Leap crater. Oh my god, APOC into the crater! D-shield, mind control onto the Greymane. The Greymane is dead. The Sonya might be dead too here. Oh, she's alive. Pylons couldn't quite finish her off. So that was a... There's a lot of core pressure here. Somebody's gonna have to respond to this. There's also this core pressure here too. Did that mind control connect? No, it didn't. I'm surprised they're still hanging around here. They're down both Hogger and Greymane. So there's another crater, but it actually misses, but it does separate the team. The mind control into the low blow. Oh my goodness. The Sonya is quite low. Uther is quite low. Hogger's full rage though, and looking to just go ham. And there's still core pressure. Nobody went back to clear this. The force fall is insane. Okay, the stealth. Sonya may have just given her life here. Oh my goodness. So Diablo has souls here, but he is making so much freaking space. Sylvanas went back to go clear that, or as she respawned. I don't think halftime quite procced yet, so I could be wrong. Maybe it did. So Stukov is missing for 20 seconds. This is Immortal Stun the Hogger, the Sundering, the self-B-shield is insane actually. The Diablo is trying so hard, but that's a full team wipe. They do not want to keep hitting this Immortal. They say, let's go end the game. GG's getting called by Psistorm Probes, and that was actually super duper close. I really thought they were just going to end there, Psistorm Probes after the Immortal. Low Blow did so much work here. And that's going to be game 2. Also going to blue in the beta males. A very close set, actually. Especially the second game. Alright, take a look at some of these stats. It's a lot of damage actually coming out from the Crash Lightning Thrall. 18 to 23, yeah, that was extremely close, but the healing coming out from Stukov is insane. Uther's cleanses and armor, however, were also very, very good. And a D-shield. Well, let's see if anybody wants an interview. Very nicely done by both teams. Had some spicy drafts here. Love it when a healer has so many kills. I was so surprised how long Diablo was living there. They'll be built.
I found him.
Hi.
Hello, hello. I was sent.
Okay, nice. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. This is Linehouse. I just realized my name's different in this Discord.
That's fine. Yeah, he told me it was you.
Thank you. Yeah, we were just trying new stuff tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, did you have fun in that first game?
I got to play Kira, who I've been begging to play all season. So yes, I did.
Yes.
I did.
Kira's so fun, but also so incredibly frustrating when you miss. Like
if you miss, if they have any kind of CC, if they look at you, yeah.
Yeah, you're making like infinite space in the back line there, but so is Dahaka. I was like scrolling across the screen to watch you guys, like you in their back line and then Dahaka in your back line.
I know. Even with Control Z, it's still like too much. There's too much space sometimes.
Yeah, it's too wide. It was pretty funny.
You're like, this too much. What's going on?
Yeah, but it was super fun to watch. We also love seeing a Kel'Thuzad game, you know?
Oh yeah, I doesn't like, again. We were playing heroes. We all wanted to play tonight a little bit. So like
nice.
Gibbs really wanted to play the Kel'Thuzad. So
nice.
And then Canny really wanted to play Probius. So that's hence why that came out.
It's Christmas today. Everybody's dream came true. Okay.
Oh, I think they said we made playoffs. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really pay attention. I'm just here when they tell me to show up. So I think we were
doing any math right now, but it would be cool. Is it like the top 8 or something?
Again, you're asking the wrong person. Okay, you're lucky that I know we're in heroic, and that's about it. Like
okay, true. Which is like Nexus, heroic, and storm.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's see. That first game was a tomb game. Were you scared of the Stitches? Like, it felt like you guys just wanted to keep fighting, and like, was that the plan?
Yeah, the motto was we go one direction, like the band.
Yeah.
And if you have, I mean, sometimes you just gotta go. I think we're going left, right? So you just gotta go left. And if you go right, you're just a coward, obviously. So the Stitches helped us go left with the Gorges, so that's how we felt.
Yeah, your team was built for brawling for sure. For Johanna. Poor Johanna had to lane against Dahaka for so much of the game.
I mean, to be fair, I think I was supposed to go off lane, but then they picked Dahaka, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. And so Blue volunteered to go.
I see. I was like, surely he wanted this.
No, he didn't, but he volunteered. He was a good sport.
Good. Well, this second game was actually pretty close there. Did you think you would hold there after that a big immortal push by Psistorm Probes?
No, we thought they were going to end it there. Actually,
I did too. Actually,
they got us on that really great invade. Was it invade or what happened? I also been drinking, so you have to forgive me. But I think they did something to us where they comboed us, and they got like what 3 of us, 4 of us.
It was huge. Yeah, it was like you guys were on their camp. I think is what it was.
Yeah, and they had immortal. I thought they were going to end there, but luckily, I think Canny was able to hold with Probius. And so was it Cal's the other person alive? I think so. So they were able to hold well enough, which was pretty impressive to keep them back. But I thought we were going to game 3 at that point.
Yeah, me too, for sure. I was very surprised, but that pylon overcharge really saved the day.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. To be fair, how often they play against Probius? I would forget about that on a heartbeat.
But I mean, there's also like that mid tower there, which like kind of also helps. And like you can't get to the pylons or like destroy or kill Probius. Like Probius got away with like nothing there.
Mm-hmm. True.
But yeah, overall, pretty fun to watch. don't really have any further questions, but you're welcome to make some shoutouts.
Oh, I guess shout out the team. Yay. We're playing this season. So fun. Shout out the other team. They tried, they did their best. I feel bad for them, unfortunately. I looked at NGS, you gotta do better. I'm just gonna say that out loud. Damn. You got the competition committee, you gotta do better. These poor people.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
anyway.
Heroic right now is a bunch of divs all in one, so it's been a struggle.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel bad. But they honestly, they played really well, all things considered. So
yeah, for
so
sure.
shout out to them.
Super close game.
And then because they easily could have won, definitely game 2 for sure. Mm-hmm. And then I always shout out the beatbox because that's what we do, and and obviously you for casting. So thank you so much for that.
Of course.
That's all I got. I'm trying not to be toxic. They tell me I don't be toxic. Toxic as a team.
You're doing a great job.
Guys, like whenever someone dies on my team, I ping them, including myself. All's fair in love and war. So.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of your games. Hopefully you made it into playoffs. I'll double check later, and yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. And of course, Blue, anytime, and by anytime, I mean anytime I'm free and want to cast. I have another game casting this Sunday. It's Heavy Hitters and potential Scrim Thursday. I believe it's at 7 Pacific. And then next Wednesday I'm doing a replay cast at 9 a.m. Yep. So tune in for that. That's CCS versus Rodney, I think. Rodney's Imaginary Friends. But yeah. Let's see if there's anybody else we can raid doing NGS right now. Share the love. I think that might be it, because I think Raka is finishing up and Dark Knight raided me, so well, thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna end the stream there. Have a great night.